Hi everyone, this reading is for Aries from May 1st to the 15th. I already have the cards laid out, because if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have a very small memory card that doesn't hold very much, so I kind of got to lay things out. Speaking of which, before I start the reading, my paintings are for sale. It's on my site. I keep saying they're going to be on my site, but I never put them up. But hopefully this week. But this painting is for sale for $55. And just message me below if you want it, or check on my website. But I know it's not up yet. But anyways, also I want to thank everybody who donated to my GoFundMe and sent me donations. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, anybody watching this, I'm trying to raise donations to buy some better equipment. I'm doing some psychic fears coming up really soon, and I need some equipment, and my camera has a big scratch, and I have a very small memory card. I like to get a tripod. So that's what the donation box or the GoFundMe is for. Thank you so much. And please like, comment, subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, hit the bell, leave me a comment, let me know if this resonated with you, or anything of a world event that you would like a reading on, or a $10 donation. I'll do a 1-question reading for you if you donate to my GoFundMe. So, having said that, let me start with this Aries. Okay, so I'm using the Doreen Virtue Tarot cards. They don't read like traditional cards, so I'm going to read them how I read these. I read them as traditional cards, but also read what she puts on the bottom. So for some of you, you could just go right along and read the whole thing and know your sequence of events, but I'm going to add intuition along with it and traditional meanings of the card. And then we have a mystery card here, okay, that I don't know what's there yet. So starting off your reading, Aries, this reading is for the 1st to the 15th. Already I see a big ending. It says the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So in your life, I see a big ending has occurred, or you have it on your mind. And from what I see from the rest of the reading, it's definitely a good idea for that ending to take place. So let me just take a look at what that is. For many of you, it'll be many different things, but I just got the cards here. I'm going to see if I can get a little more clarity for Aries. Yes, something that was really weighing you down. For a lot of you, it's a job, but I see it as whatever was just not working in your life, whatever was weighing you down, and that's what the full moon energy did. We just passed the full moon, and it just pushed things out of people's lives. It was a full moon in Libra, and it wanted everybody's lives to return back to balance. So this is what's going on here with this big ending that you're just entering into, Aries, which I do not feel like it's a bad ending for your life. So for you, there might be some pain attached to it right now, but overall, as we get through this, you'll see what I mean by it being a good thing for you. First of all, it's relieving you of a lot of stress. So for some of you quit a job, but definitely for some other ones of you, it was a relationship. And over the next 2 weeks, I think that you are going to be crying over spilt milk. It's the 5 of Cups, basically crying over the past, crying over what could have been, but it's so unnecessary. Things not turning out the way you hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. With this card, it encourages you to turn around, stop wallowing in the past, and look at the full cups. Look at what's ahead of you. Well, look what you still have remaining. Look at the good things about your situation. So it does tell me over the next 2 weeks you are going to be looking back over things. That's a natural process of an ending, okay? an ending, but this ending was definitely good for your life. This card tells me that. Victory, good news on its way, public recognition or rewards. So this ending, although it does have some pain with it for you, definitely was a victory in your life, okay? So even though things didn't quite work out as you wanted to, there's the pain of letting go, there's a pain of having to make changes in your life, but at the same time, you know it's for the best. So that's really lovely to see. So it shows me what's passing from your life, okay? So this is really competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. My cat ate the card. My cat loved to put her energies on my tarot cards. Don't you, Blackie? Okay, so this is a card of the past. So this is exactly what came to the end, is this crappy stuff in your life that wasn't working. For some of you, it was a job. For others, it's a relationship. But something that people you were fighting with, friends that weren't so great friends, things coming to end. This is done from your life now. But this is what led to this ending here. So here's what we have coming for you. King of Fire. Motivational. So this could represent your energy, but for me, for some reason, I get the Father. I get Father for advice or something. The King of Wands. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So for those of you who are going through a very hard time, Aries, it shows me that you have I believe, a father figure. I don't think it's a friend. I don't think it's a guy friend. I feel like somebody really has some really good support. But I also feel like you do feel victorious. You do feel like you made the right moves. It's going to be a powerful week for you, even though you're starting off the week with just an ending. It feels like a fresh start for you. So the ending would have took place already, and now you're moving into this energy of, okay, now I can go back to being myself. I can go back to doing what I love. I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm free of that, and I feel powerful, okay? So you're looking for new opportunities, and look what we got right next to it is the Emperor. So again, organizations and law get structure and discipline leadership. So I feel like both of these cards have really strong leadership qualities to them. So again, I'm going to say Father, because look what we got right next to this. King of Swords. So for some of you, you got a really great support group around you, but for some of you, it's your father. Like you're moving back home. Maybe you moved in with the guy, he broke your heart. It didn't work out the way you wanted. Your father comes to the rescue, packs up your stuff and says, okay, you're coming back home. Or you get a new job. You left one job and heading off to something else. You're in a very powerful position. We got 1, 2, 3 men in a row. So some sort of group activity, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental, emotional considerations. But to me, this is in the wish position, what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for, what is your deep subconscious pushing you on to do, you know? So you just left something that was stifling you, and now you're coming into your power. You're strong. You're going out into the world. You feel very victorious. For some of you, you've won some sort of battle that really you are so happy about. Others around you, so you got the 5, the 5, the 5. So it looks like to me somebody is wanting money from you. Somebody is fears surrounding money, but it's not in the position you. Wisdom to accept help from others or certain self-employment, but this is not you. This represents others around you, others who would have been involved in this. So I feel like you're charging forward and feeling victorious, and the other person who got left behind, or the job or you left behind, they're feeling the loss. They feel like you were providing for them financially and you've left them up in the air, or like they need you in some kind of way. Next is the 7 of Cups. So we had the 5, now we have the 7. A complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. But how I would say to you is that things are very up in the air. You got a lot of plans swirling around in your mind, but you're very powerful. The 1st and the 15th, you're out there. You're out there getting work. You're out there getting help from families, mentors, support, a lot of strength behind you. Some of you are getting the job, a new job as a leader in a leadership position. But even after all that happens, I still feel later in the week you have some very big decisions to make, and there's other things that need to be put into place before this manifests in your life. So these cups are very up in the air. They're not really materialized yet. They're just ideas, okay, that need some backing behind them. And your final card is the 6 of Pentacles. So if you're waiting for some money, the money is coming. It goes from a 5 to a 6. That shows me some very good progress in your life. For those of you who are going through a breakup, having to moved away from some difficulty, you're definitely happier now, okay? So those of you who've left a job or a relationship or some sort of bad situation, you're coming out the winner. You're going to win in the end. Give some money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off a debt. But for many of you, I feel like this is definitely the new career. Like you've left a job, you finally couldn't take it anymore, and whoa, it was like, wow. The minute you did that, you knew you did the right thing. Or as this month starts, from the 1st to the 15th, you definitely understand you did the right thing. Even though there's times that you're still going back and you're saying, oh, you still have work and emotional work to do around whatever this ending was, but things are moving forward very nicely, okay? Even though there is somebody around you that feels like financially they needed you in some sort of way, okay? And you left them kind of in a lurch, but that's okay. You did the right thing, and you're going to come out the winner in this, because at the end of this, by the 15th, you're in a prosperous place. Now, with this card, Aries, I asked the most important message that you needed to hear for your life. And if you listen to this over the next 2 weeks, the advice on this card is going to lead you to your best life. So I didn't look. Oh, the picture tipped over. What was the meaning of that? Oh, let's just see. What does this card say? Well, this is interesting that the picture tipped over, because the card says clear your space. I find that so interesting. And the picture tipped over. So get rid of clutter, clear energy around you, and use feng shui. And so why I think it's so funny that just as I pulled this card, that picture fell over, as if it's saying, okay, it's get rid of clutter, get rid of things, clear things out, clear out the old energy. Whatever this ending was, just get rid of it as quickly as possible. All the memories of that, anything that's lying around you that reminds you of it, just do a total energy clearing. And there's one thing that I've noticed with people who are like really stuck in habits, or you're repeating, or you just got something about your life that you can't change, or my camera cut out. On to the next camera. Like I was saying, sometimes if you feel like, even if you're sick, or if you, like, say you got a great business idea but nothing seems to be working, you'd be amazed at what getting rid of clutter and clearing the energy and doing a really good energy clearing and feng shui can do. So I just recently had a person here, a client here, who was telling me a story about, she moved her TV, and the minute she moved her TV, a TV that was old, she had it was like an old TVs that you don't see anymore, but she said it still worked, but she never watched it, but it was taking up a lot of room in her corner. She said when she moved that TV, one thing that she noticed in her life right away is a lot of money, unexpected money, came into her life at different times. And it really does not surprise me to hear that kind of story. And I love the coloring. It seems like the coloring on this card also sort of is sticking out for Aries, because there's a lot of that color in and around the table as I'm doing the reading. So a light green and green colors all represent healing. But Aries, whatever you're going through over the next 2 weeks, you definitely made a good decision. If there was a hardship in your life and something that you needed to deal with that was a little bit painful for you, you definitely made the right decision, and you're going to have a very, very good 2 weeks, Aries. Okay, love and peace.